guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Cece. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get notified anytime that I upload my videos. So today I really wanted to talk to you guys how I really feel about my husband and what he is really like behind closed doors.
Honestly, it's not a secret.
I didn't know that he would mean so much to me when I first met him. When me and my ex had broken up, I made a Plenty of Fish account. And he was on Plenty of Fish. And I had met a couple people on there, but I mean, they were okay, but things just didn't work out. And it's, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. They were good people, but it just didn't, they weren't right for me. And then I got a really long message. I can't remember what it said. I don't even remember my login stuff, so I couldn't even go look if I wanted to. But I got this really long message from this guy, and I wasn't really sure about him at first. I was like, I was a little skeptical. But I did end up messaging him back, and we were talking for like 2 days, and then he was like, I gotta stop talking to you. And I was like, okay, like, that's fine, you know, whatever. It was like 24 hours later and he messaged me again and he apologized. Basically, he was just scared because we talked really deep right from the get-go. We just really got each other, and it scared him because he already started to like me within just a couple days. And so he freaked out. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I was so glad that he messaged me again. And I don't know, we just had this, still to this day, we just have this real understanding of how each other are feeling. And when one of us gets really overwhelmed, you know, we just, or like the calm in the storm. We dated probably for, a little over a year and a half, something like that. And then he had asked me to marry him, and of course I was like, yes! I was so excited. And we ended up, I think he asked me to marry him like in July. And then we got married in October, and this was of 2017. And before we got engaged and got married, we were kind of in that, like, people like to call it the honeymoon stage. After, you know, about the first month of being married, we found out that I was pregnant, and we were really excited. He had a 4-year-old from his previous marriage, and when we first got together, my son was 1.5, and I was pregnant with my daughter. After 2 months of dating, I was induced to have my daughter, and I actually ended up having him in the room with me after only 2 months of knowing each other. And then I was even more crazy, and I had him on the birth certificate. And I'm fine with it now, but looking back on it, I'm like, I was crazy. I only knew this guy for 2 months, but sometimes you just know. When you know, you know. So after we got married and I found out I was pregnant with, it would have been our 4th child, and we were so excited. And then I went through a really bad miscarriage, and it was very traumatic on me physically and mentally, and it was really traumatic on him mentally. And so for the next year, we were not in a good place at all. But I mean, I lashed out everything, and I found out I was pregnant again like 3 or 4 months later. I think it was 3 months. And I was pregnant with my son, Karev. And it was a very, very hard pregnancy because I was still mourning the loss of a baby, and you know, it came around that baby's due date, and I knew, you know, I should already have a baby in my arms. Regardless of how I had treated him, or really anybody else for that entire year, he still stuck by my side. I was pretty crappy. I hate to admit that because I don't like admitting that I treated people so bad, and I have no excuse as to why I did it. I just didn't feel like I had control over what I did and what I said, how I said it, how I looked at people. I always felt so angry, and even through it all, no matter how bad I treated him, he still stuck by my side, and he still did everything that he could to make me feel better. And when I finally had our son Karev, it was like an immediate release of all my anger. Not that I was angry because I was pregnant. I was really happy that I was pregnant with our rainbow baby. I love him so much. So I wasn't angry that I was pregnant in the first place. I wasn't angry that I was going to be having a baby. I was really happy. But I don't feel like I could show that I was happy because I didn't know how to be happy at that point in my life. And when I had him, it was like an immediate, this is how I be happy. This is why I went through everything that I went through. I can't really tell you guys how amazing my husband is. I can't put it into words because he is that amazing. I feel like I'm really bragging about him right now, but I should be able to because he's such a genuine person. He has the biggest heart that I've ever seen anybody have. He gives and he gives and he gives, and he doesn't ask for anything in return. And it's just, the little things, honestly, they really do count. It's the little things that he does every day, like making sure that the kids are dressed before he leaves for work, or making sure they have something to eat before he leaves for work. And it's just that one extra little thing that I don't have to stress about in the morning that really helps me. And I want to show him more that I appreciate him. And I don't get to surprise him very often. But this year, for our anniversary, it's our 3rd anniversary of dating. I ordered something online for him, and I told him about it as soon as I ordered it. I was like, hey, I got you something for our anniversary. And he was like, what is it? And I said, well, I can't tell you. So for 2 weeks, he tried to get me to tell him what I got him, and I didn't tell him. So this is him opening up the present that I got from him as soon as it came in the mail.
What is this?
This is lunch. Blankie. This is Blankie. This is Baby Lola.
Turn it around so the camera can see.
Hi, Nancy.
Are you crying? I know a lot of you guys are probably going to watch this and be like, well, I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about him. So you might not be really interested in this video, but I don't care. You should be. You should be, and I hope every single person out there finds somebody like this. Someone who treats them exactly how they should be treated and how they need to be treated. I never thought that I would meet somebody that loves the way that I love, and I did. And I met him at, I wouldn't say the very lowest point in my life, but I was at a very low point in my life when I met him. And we went through the lowest point of my life while we were together, our first year of marriage together. And all I can think is if we made it through that, we can make it through anything that this world has to throw at us. And I'm just forever grateful for everything that he has ever done for me. And I hope that every single one of you finds somebody that is perfect for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I kind of ramble on sometimes and go into little different stories, and I get a little jumbled here and there. And if you can follow that and you still watch this video, then thank you. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you guys get notified whenever I upload my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a blessed